Cosmos, the book we were referencing, as well as we mentioned a couple other books that I'll tell you about as well today. But these were the highlights of that whole century that I'm kind of giving you now, especially the first half of the century, really from the early 1900s. 1905, of course, was an amazing, pivotal year with lots of awesome contributions by Einstein and others. The Einstein ones are, of course, special theory of relativity and, space-time being relative, mass energy being the mass energy equivalence, the E equals mc squared stuff, which later on, of course, contributes to the atomic bomb, as well as he did photoelectric effect and Brownian motion. So this whole photoelectric effect thing is considered part of the old quantum mechanics contribution by Einstein. So he kind of godfathered quantum mechanics, as well as, of course, gave birth to relativity. So huge contributions. So I'm just kind of real quick giving you the recapitulation of the first half, mainly of the 20th century modern physics progresses and developments. So as part of that, of course, was the World War II, like I was saying. And they realized that pretty much if you fission a heavy nucleus, and you make like 2 neutrons every time you break apart a nucleus, you can use those 2 neutrons to break apart another nucleus and another, and like it goes from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, and can basically give us a nuclear fission type of bomb. So this whole thing was worked on in the Manhattan Project for the World War. And some of the technology that we learned about from Germany, due to fleeing Jewish scientists coming from Germany to the US, such as Lise Meitner, also helped us a lot. And movies have been, of course, made on all of this. So that was something. And then pretty much what we saw was that Einstein was not actually included in the World War II atomic bomb direct research efforts. He was relatively new in the country at that time and considered to be kind of really still very foreign and alien and not still trusted. And FBI made a whole file on him, and they found him to be very radical and very, just very, very, what's the word? They just did not trust him with the ins and outs, and especially the classified work. So he was not directly involved in the atomic bomb, but of course his principle, E equals mc squared, that equation, obviously gives us also something with the bomb. So basically he was involved in it in theory, but not in practice. But that's probably for the better, because I don't think he would have liked it. So anyway, he got to kind of be a little isolated, though, in Princeton. And especially after the war efforts and things kind of settled down again back to more normal, basically he went back to, Fuji's playing. Basically he went back to, sorry, let me do this and give them a little bit of playtime here. Basically he went back to his theory of unification. So he had, at this time, post-World War II especially, he has already worked on special theory of relativity. He's already worked on general theory of relativity. That's already made a huge mark on the world. And the world is a different place, of course, because of the atomic bomb too. So after all this happens, pretty much his interest is the same, which is to keep on progressing science and keep on progressing physics. And so he wants to go back to the grand unification theory, which was a dream of his. He wanted to come up with a unified field theory to give us both relativity, electromagnetism, as well as he hoped actually something that would let quantum mechanics kind of fall out from it. So he kept working on that. And later on, some of the efforts that he spawned off at that time, and even before that time, for the unification of his various theories, as well as just the various theories of the universe, theory of everything, basically, is he basically spawned a lot of efforts. People got pretty much